dancers, how are you? I'm Laura and this is day 19 of Time to Fly, 30 days of belly dance with veil. Today I will be teaching you camel steps with the veil, of course. The camel steps is a very common steps in belly dance. We already saw it also in the 30 days technique program, if you want to remind it a little bit. And now we will see how you can use the veil while you're doing these camel steps. So camel steps are steps to move in the space, and we want to use the veil like a frame of our body, or also like a kind of prop who gives more magic to our steps. So first of all, I will not show you all the camel steps. I choose just the two most famous or three most famous one, and we will work some few things about these steps, because of course there are many moves we can put with the camel steps, and I choose the one I use more. So first of all, let's catch our veil. And in this case I want to use it from my back, so let's bring it with a flipping in our back. And from here, normally when I work with this camel step, I prefer to catch the veil. It's something personal, a little bit in a different way. So I will catch it or like a cigarette as always, or even in a more stronger way with my hands, but I will try not to make it visible because I need a strong catch, as I have to use it like a scarf. Exactly, we can use the veil, for example, like really a scarf, like doing this. So first I will show you the move of the veil, and after we will put it together with the camel. So with your open arms and your back very straight and your belly button in and your chest up and your shoulder down. Let's try first of all to organize this scarf. That is one, and we open again, one, and as you can see, when I catch the veil, it's very easy. This is not really a move to teach, but what I want to make you notice is what the body does, how it reacts, and this is the most important, because we are not using only the veil or only the arms. We want to use all our body, that all our body is an attitude of dance. So when I start the move, I help the veil to catch the air, because this is the main purpose, through a bounce of my knees. So, and now I really exaggerated a little bit just because I was wanting to show you. So again, and I help the veil to go in my arms, and also the arms, what they do is just this. I'm keeping my belly button strong to really work only with my, how to say, this part of the arm, not all, so it's not heavy. Has to be light and nice and elegant. So bounce and the abdominal to keep all the veil, really not to do a heavy move. And when I leave it back, it's the same in the other direction. And of course, I leave it and I release also all my body, help. So this is really what you need to take care much. And let's start with this move. We will put it on camel step, especially the two tempo one. So the camel step, it will work like this: 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So every time we can catch and release our veil exactly with the change of our feet. So 1, 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, release 1 and 2. Let's do it from the back, and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. I will show you also from the side, so you repeat with me and you become more and more practice of this move. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. I think it was quite easy, right? So let's make it a little bit more difficult. Now let's try to do the same finally, but in an alternate way. So when one goes up, the other one remains free, released, and when we change, we do the same the same time. And again, 1 and 2. Let's understand this move first. I will leave a moment my veil in the floor. What I'm doing, one arm is doing this, show you also from the back. One arm is going down, back and down, and catch the veil. At the same time, because here I already have the veil, I do exactly the opposite, forward to back, forward, down, back, and here is back, up, forward. So in the same time, one goes back, one goes forward, and sorry, I did it wrong, and exactly, and I need a little bit of imagination because do it without veil has really no sense. So let's try it with the veil first. And of course, always this bounce situation and the catching of your belly button, this has to be normal. You cannot forget it. Again, let's try once after another first in a slowly way. So 1, 2, and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now just one. And now I want to release this and catch this. And now I want to release this while I'm catching this. Release and catch, catch and release. It's more difficult to do it actually like this than do it together. So let's try straight away together. Maybe you need just to repeat it sometimes, few times before you catch the idea. It's just a habit, like when you learn how to drive, that you have to move your arms and your feet at the same time. It's more or less the same. Again, let's start with 1 and exchange, and exchange, and yalla, 1, and again, let's do it a bit of time, and first 1, and yalla, and I suggest you to concentrate your attention in the one that is free, and the other one is just to follow in the opposite way. So I will take my attention in the free one. So the first one I catch it, so now I put my attention in this one. This is more easy to move. So again, and because it just does the opposite for the brain, it's more easy to think just to one move and to do it in an opposite way, then separate it into different moves. It will become very difficult, maybe almost impossible for the brain to move into different directions. So I concentrate on the one that I have to roll, and the other one will go alone. And help yourself with the bounce, and how to do it with the camel step, let's try together. So of course the first, as we said, we concentrated with just 1 feet, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. When I change the feet, of course I change the weight. So again, from my back, I start with the right leg, and right and left, and right and left. Let's try in this direction together, and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and exchange also in this direction. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It doesn't matter with which foot you prefer to start and which foot has to be connected to which arm. This is really not important. You can do it also in opposite way. For example, I can start with my left foot and with my right arm first. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It doesn't matter, as you prefer. Train it both so you can see really the difference between one and another. Let's do it again in this direction. I'm doing my step very small to try to make it visible, but of course if you have space, of course you can have bigger steps, maybe easier for you. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again. Okay, and now I want to show you another type of camel step with another way to move the veil, to use the veil actually. And this time we will use the bounce move of the veil that we already saw in one of the first videos of this program. So if you need, you can go to check, I think the third or the fourth, something like this. Check it. And this time I will use also another type of camel. I will use double step camel opposite way. So it will come 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. What we do with our arms and with our veil, we will do some bounce. I will do it without step first. So one time, one arm goes up, and the other one will do a bounce, up, bounce, up, bounce, up, bounce, up. In this way you can see with the bounce the veil will even cover a little bit your body, your face maybe, and don't worry about it, it's perfect. It will give you this effect cover and mysterious. It will make much energy to the step itself. So again, together, of course you can keep your arm up, or if you prefer you can keep it also in the head like this. So will become, sorry, I lost the veil, it happens, 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. As you can see, I do my best to make the veil catch really the air on under it. In this way it will be more spectacular, the effect on the scene. So let's try again. I will start with my arm up, and I will go with the same, I will close my veil in the same arm with the same leg to make it easier for you. And 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and change, 1, 2, 1 and 1 and change. I will try in this direction and as we said, we can do it also with the arm, on one arm on the head to make a different shape. And try, let's try 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and change 1. And here we are. And this was double camel step with the veil was just one of the infinitive possibilities that we have with Camel Step. So you just have to enjoy with it. You can use, as I told you, with a scarf, as a scarf, with the flipping of the scarf, and with this bounce, with the straight arm, or with the bended arm to your head. So train this move, enjoy it, share it with your friends if you think, and if you want to, write me in the comments if you have any questions, requests, or what else you want to ask me. I will be happy to answer you. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.